So you've seen how data is very important when it comes to training pattern-based AI systems. There is a principle here called GIGO, which means garbage in, garbage out. If you are using data samples that are not very good quality, then the system is not going to learn to make very good predictions. For example, if you give samples with the wrong label, for example, if you accidentally mixed up some of the labels for plups and blaps, the system is not going to probably make very good predictions. Or if you don't give it enough samples for it to properly learn the important patterns you want it to learn. Another analogy you can think about is when you are trying to learn maths topics. Your maths teacher might give you problems and exercises to do in your textbook. You have a go at it, and then, as you will know, those problems will have answers at the back of the book. So after you've done your exercise, you check your answer. If you got it right, it will confirm your understanding of how to solve the problem. If your answer was incorrect though, this will give you an indication that you may need to change the way that you understand or approach the way you solve the problem. So the more and more problems you do and the more and more answers you check, the understanding of how to solve those exercises will also improve. And then at the end of the topic, your teacher will give you a test with brand new problems that you may have not seen before. And this time there are no answers. And when you try to answer those questions, this will hopefully give your teacher an indication of how well you learnt the material. So to match up with our examples on machine learning, the answers at the back of the book are the labels. So your answer to the problem is the prediction. And the way you understood it is called the model. Now imagine if the answers at the back of the book were wrong. So let's say accidentally the authors of the textbook meant to use the minus sign, but instead they used the plus sign. When you go to check your answers, you'll find that they're all wrong. You might begin to realize, hey, maybe the plus sign doesn't mean addition, maybe it means subtraction. Because if it meant subtraction, then all of my answers would be correct, wouldn't it? So then you might begin to learn that the plus sign actually means subtraction. So here is an example of garbage in, which is the answers being wrong. The garbage will give you garbage out, which means that you think plus means minus. So we've only considered two classifications so far, that is dogs versus cats, blaps versus plups, but classifiers can work with many, many more classes. So you can have 3 classes, 4, 5, whatever, but building classifiers with more classes also means that you need more data to train the system. It will take longer for the system to learn because there are more categories that it needs to be able to recognize and differentiate and predict for. And it may not be as accurate as classifiers with fewer classes that the system can choose from.